Everybody say Porch family.
Porch family.
Yeah, that sounded so good. Yeah, we're live now. We're good.
Live, we're shooting. We're on camera too?
Yeah, we're on camera, man.
Ooh.
We're ready to go. We are ready to go.
Welcome back, everybody. Been a little minute since we did our little thing.
Yeah, man. What's up? Welcome to the Porch Podcast. Really welcoming.
Dolly World Collection.
Hi, everyone.
Tell everybody your name and all that, you know what I'm saying?
My name is Maisha. My business is Dolly World Collection. Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. So y'all seen her in actually the we had a vlog. The Dolly
Yeah, she
Welcome
was in the Dolly World. Yeah, she was in the Dolly World vlog.
Yep.
If you guys are caught up with our YouTube channel, which is where this is posted, if you guys are all caught up, you should know who she is by now. If you're not and you're new to the Porch family, welcome.
Go check out the latest video.
And go check out her work too. She
Yes,
she
on
makes great-
Dolly World Collection on IG, Facebook, Twitter, everything. Dolly World Collection.
Yeah, do great work. But yeah, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, today is a special day. We're joined, and I love it. I love that you're here with us because, we've been trying to get this podcast going for a while, man. But we're back at it again, back to our roots.
Making things happen again.
Yeah.
For sure.
I got a couple questions today for you guys. Some mind-boggling questions, you know what I mean? Some things that I think we can all talk about right now that, I think would be kind of cool, right? I don't know.
Okay.
Whatever.
I'm down.
Who knows?
I'm ready.
Really, my first question to you guys is how you guys are dealing with the stress that's going on right now. I know I hate to kind of go into that kind of gloomy, but we can get into some good stuff in a minute, man. Let's talk. Let's get this crap out of the way real quick. How you guys coping with everything that's going on right now?
Staying busy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just staying busy. Not forgetting the goal. Stay focused.
What's your goal? You said not forgetting the goal,
The
right?
goal just of like where I want my business to be, the expansion of my business, just keeping that goal, not getting distracted about everything that's going on in the world.
Now I know at times like the business part it gets like kind of mind-boggling and like kind of like stress.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do with that? Like when you stressed on the business part because
that's
it
a
get
good
there.
question.
It does get there.
Yeah.
I pray.
Yeah.
I pray and keep going. That's the only thing you really can do. Believe, have faith. It's gonna be hard. It's not always gonna be, all smiles, all easy. So just know, what's on the other side, and just stay focused.
That's right.
Yeah. So you're trying to focus on, your business, you're self-made and everything like that. Do you have any advice for anybody that's trying to do that, that's trying to be self-made, that's getting into what you're getting into?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because I don't have any advice.
Again, stay focused. Believe in yourself. That's probably one of the biggest things. Like, believe in, what you feel like you can do. Like, if you feel like you can wake up and do this one day, then do it. Like, don't ever doubt yourself. Don't let other people doubt you, because whatever you put your mind to, you really can honestly do it. That's like the biggest thing. Once you believe in yourself, everything else will come along.
But what got you motivated like that? What got you thinking like that?
Was it a time
Like,
you didn't believe in
Yeah, it was.
yourself?
Yeah,
Like,
seriously.
Yeah. There's a lot of times where I just didn't believe in myself. Like, I didn't even believe that I could have a business. Like, you
Why
know,
though?
it's just-
Why are we stuck in like that position where we think we can't get to?
Like, I could never be that.
Yeah, I can't be
It's
that.
so
never
many
do that.
different reasons of why. It's the way how you're raised. It's the way the people that you hang around. It's the the environment. It's the what I'm saying. If you're in the hood,
Right.
you don't really you don't too much see somebody leveling up, or what I'm saying, or like
Yeah.
just somebody doing something really good. Like, you don't see that, so it's hard to kind of like put yourself in that position if that's not never what you see or never what you was taught. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to push through that. Like, dreams are dreams. Like, dream big and start running after that dream, because it's like if you don't, it's just time just keep going.
Why don't you think we see more of that? Why don't you think we see more people motivated and getting like leveled up and everything like that? Do you think it's a lack of motivation, or do you think it's like just something like a mindset that maybe they just don't have, or do you think it's something like different?
And it's always intimidation, like from they're intimidated and people try to bring you down on their level at times. You know what I'm saying? And even though you could be way above them, but sometimes we're like, oh, man, I don't want to make this person feel some type of way.
Right.
But that's you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you shouldn't feel bad for the way you feel about being real about yourself.
Right.
This
Yeah.
is you. You know what I'm saying? So
It's like expressing yourself, even if it means being the bad guy. Is what
Right.
you're saying?
And I seen you tweet, and I retweeted it about the jealousy thing you got. Like if you jealous, you'll never win.
Absolutely.
And I like
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? I had to.
What was it?
retweet
What was the tweet? I'm sorry.
It was basically saying like you can't win if you have jealousy in your heart.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of times, and even for myself,
Huh.
like I'm not even afraid. Like you look at other people like, dang, I want to be like that. Or you know what I'm saying? Like how she got this, and I've been working hard all this time. I've been doing this for so long, and she only been doing. It's like so many different things, but that's where you get messed up at. Like you worrying about the wrong thing, because now you don't change your focus to that person, what they're doing.
Right.
So you done got off track with what you trying to do.
Right. And
Like,
tomorrow you could blow
right,
up.
you could
Right.
blow up. So,
For sure.
Missed opportunities right there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. It's like I said, I don't know what it is. Sometimes some people just don't have what it takes. I mean, I guess, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
not that everybody can't do something, because like you're told from a very young age, like, oh, you can be whatever you
you
be,
want,
right?
yeah.
But I mean, not everybody is you know. I mean, for example, like this is just a dumb example, but not everybody is good at throwing darts, right? Like some
Right.
people completely freaking miss the
Right.
board. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're like, dude, I should not be throwing darts.
Right.
Or some people just cannot shoot a basketball. So they're like,
Right.
I should not be playing basketball. So like, when do you know that is not your thing? You know what I mean? Like, when do you know that maybe this isn't my thing? Or when do you know that this is your thing? Because like, it's like I'm facing something with somebody that I know, and I'm not gonna give any names, obviously, because I think they watch the podcast. But you know, they have no idea. Like there's just no idea. Like I'm just kind of not like they're here, but they're just doing their
Right.
daily life.
Right.
Being their personality, doing their things, but they don't know what they want to do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But that's fine.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody has a time where
I'm not saying it's not fine.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, how do you know? Like,
at that point.
yeah, like when do you know it's like, dang, maybe I should do this, or like maybe I can do that, or maybe I'm good at this. Like how do you get into that? You know what I mean? Because it's not everybody.
I honestly don't know. The only thing I could really say is I feel like it has to be something that you like to do. You know what I'm saying? It has to be something that you love to do. So if you figure out tomorrow, oh, I love like this music, I love doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then
That's
maybe
like-
I should take off with it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And then sometimes it could be just a trial and error. Like, you think you like something, and then you try it, and it's like, nah, I don't know about that.
We've been there, bro.
Yeah, a lot.
We've been there, bro.
A lot of time.
My thing is, I think that's my biggest problem. I think that my biggest problem is that like I'll do something, and then I'll have so much fun with it. I'm like, this is awesome. I love this.
Cool.
I love this.
Right.
Cool.
And then I'm like, I'll do something else with it, and I'll be like, oh, but I love this. And I'm like, but it's the same thing,
Right,
but it's
right.
different. Like for example, with this whole podcast thing, man, I love this podcast, dude. I'm loving it. I really do. I love it. And it's like, it's so different from our other videos, and it's way different than our music videos,
Right.
and way different than our music. Like we
Right.
started with just doing music, you know what I mean? So I have a problem with that. You know what I mean? It's like, dang, I need to stick to one freaking thing. But
Maybe
if I
you
stick
could
to
you could do multiple things.
That's and that's what I was
just-
trying to get at. I was trying to get at, like, you can be a jack of all trades, but does that mean that you're not a master of one? You feel me?
Right, and that's a very good point, because I feel like
Right?
I feel like you have to master one before you move on to the next. Because I feel like if you just start something, oh, I like this, you
avatar.
start something else,
The
I like this,
avatar.
like you have to master at least one, like,
Yeah. Put your 1,000% into
Right.
something, and then
and then
move on to the next. It was just.
Right.
it's like Michael
I just had a conversation with my brother about that, and I was kind of like, me and him kind of like didn't catch eye to eye on the things, and yeah, and he was like, focus on one thing, man. You all around the board, but I'm like, at the same time, if I can't get in the studio, I could be, you know what I'm saying? I could be
Right.
doing
Facts.
something else. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
There's no
I got a lot of
stopping.
songs written.
Facts.
If I can't go to the studio today,
I'm gonna be doing
I'm
something
do a podcast, or we gonna vlog, or we gonna do something. You know
There's
what
no
I'm saying?
stopping. Yeah.
No stopping.
There's no
Yeah.
stopping.
I'm not gonna be like, okay, well, I can't.
I'm not gonna be
So
left
I'ma
in the
just
dust.
relax, you know, I'm just
Yeah,
chilling.
yeah, nah,
Yeah.
heck no.
No, you're not one to sit back. No, that's good though. That's good that you guys have that motivation.
Right.
You guys do
Right.
that. Not a lot of people have that drive, and I think that is what separates.
And isn't it crazy
know.
that that's something you can't teach somebody?
What?
Ambition.
I think it is, man. I think
You think
it
so?
is. Yeah, I think
I mean,
if you give the time in your child, you know. If
I
you
mean,
tell-
a child.
you know what I
Okay,
mean?
a child.
Yeah, like,
okay,
yeah, like your
Well, when
kid,
you-
bro. That's where it
And
comes
you
from.
grown, and I
You
got
can-
grown.
I mean, you can also teach your kid to be a jerk too. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah, of course. When you're a kid, it's more easy. That's when you learn all your ways. But when you're dealing with somebody who's grown,
Mm-hmm.
you can't force nobody to want something out of life.
No.
Want to do something.
no, you
like
can't put a
No.
fire. In
You can't be
somebody's
like,
butt.
Right.
get motivated off of me. You can't.
You see what I'm doing?
yeah. Like,
Do this. I
Nah.
wish somebody would do that. A millionaire would come down.
Yeah.
A millionaire would just be like, dude, look what I'm doing. Do that.
Come
I would
here.
do it, bro.
Yeah.
Right, I might do.
You want your phone? Your phone fell. You want it?
Sure, nigga.
Well, yeah, you can't, man. That's something
No,
you can't
it's-
teach, man.
Yeah. I mean, you can't. Yeah, it's something
Can't
that
really-
it kind of comes with your nature, the nature of who
Right.
you are. You know, if you're an ambitious person, you're like a wolf. You're always gonna do whatever you need to go get it.
That's true.
Right.
Always students to the game too. Like always
yeah.
be a student to the
Right.
game,
Well,
man.
you know what?
Right.
Another thing with
That's
that.
a good one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
another good thing with the students thing is you can always be a teacher, no matter
Oh,
how
yeah.
how
Yeah.
often,
Oh
like,
yeah,
Of course.
of
how,
course.
how far ahead you think you are, like how
Mhm.
like whatever high status you are, like don't be above giving somebody a hand because
Absolutely.
You're right.
if
You are right.
we're
bro.
all helping each other out, then one day that person's gonna be the one being like, yo, I got you on this.
Right.
You know, like
Mhm.
it's like, dude,
Never
wow,
know,
you
yeah.
never know.
Right.
Never know.
Or if you didn't help them out, they could be the ones that you need one day, and they're
And
just
you
like,
can't-
man, screw
yeah.
you, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it just goes like that, man. You got to be ready for that. If you're
Right.
gonna put it out in the world, you better receive it. You're ready to receive it. You know.
Right.
I think about that every day, man. I think about that all the time. Like, there's a lot of times where I'm like, dang, I was a jerk. You know?
But the thing
It's like,
is,
ugh.
see,
Yeah.
when you see people like with attitudes or whatever, and then you be like, you wonder why you know what I'm saying, your life of love, why don't have that?
Right, right.
If you gonna attract good people, like if you got an attitude, that don't make me want to come around you or nothing. So, but if you all jolly and happy, I want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
That
like,
doesn't mean be fake. That just
Nah.
that just means don't be, bummer
it's
bummer
okay.
Sally every time I come through. You know what I mean? Like,
it's
nobody
okay to
likes
get
that.
mad. Like everybody,
Right.
it's okay. It's
but
okay.
Don't walk around just with a attitude.
Like when you hear, man, you always mad. Like, like that's something. That
That's
shouldn't
some
be
people's
like.
personalities, man. Some people are just the mad guy,
And
man. You
also
gotta have
some
the
people-
mad
Hey.
guy, dude. There's hotheads.
Right, and stuff that people deal with, but at the same time, you still can't give off that energy to somebody else just because you have a bad day or you going through stuff.
True.
Hey, shout out to my bad days out there, to my people who are
Yeah,
having
me
a bad
too.
day.
yeah, we
Shout
all
out.
have bad
We had
days.
'em.
So
Trust me, it
Shout
gets
out.
better.
yeah. So that you have a business and you run everything. So you have customers that's not quite. They don't know how to talk to people, or how do you deal with that?
I haven't had any really bad clients yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah.
So I really
Keyword.
wouldn't know how I would handle the situation. Of course, with good customer service, because it's like there's nothing good going to be out of if you have attitude, I have attitude. What is it going to?
Right.
Nobody
Nobody wins.
to buy
yeah.
anything.
But so I
Yeah.
haven't dealt with that as of yet.
Okay.
Hopefully.
You're still, you're still in the,
Right,
in the
'cause I'm
stages
still-
of
yeah,
everything.
I'm
You're
in
still
the
doing
stages, I'm
everything.
still
Like
grinding, I'm still-
people that want your product and people that want to look at it, of course, man. They're like,
Right.
yeah, but once you start getting a demand, it's
Right.
weird.
It's weird.
It's weird because people
Right.
start expecting things.
Right.
And it's almost like it's no longer a service for them, it's a service for you. They think like, oh well, man, she
Yeah.
needs my money, so
There you go.
I'm gonna make
Okay.
it.
Okay. Yo.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna say that I'm gonna say that her thing was all messed up, and I'm gonna tell her to bring it back and then give me a brand new one
Yeah.
because you know what I mean. It's like you fall into that kind of stuff, man. When there's more of a demand for something, it's weird.
Right.
It's weird. People start feeling more entitled to
Right.
to having a better product because they think, oh, I'm better.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you need
Right.
me.
Right.
That's
exactly.
Dude, I didn't
Especially
start
that
this
one,
'cause I
you
needed
need
to.
me, you need my
No,
money.
it's like,
Yeah.
no, I just need to
You know
keep
I
doing
need
what
the
I'm
wig.
doing.
For real talk. Like you going. Hey, but expanding your business, does that make you nervous at times? Like to go bigger? Yeah.
Absolutely. It makes me really nervous, and then anxiety runs high because it's like you don't know what to expect. It's something new, so it's like you don't know how you're gonna handle it or what to expect, how big. So it's always a nerve wrack, but I mean that's what I want. So.
Right.
What's some of the toughest things you've run into with your own business, like running your own? You have an online shop or something, right? Like you do online, right?
Yeah.
So what are some of the bigger problems you've run into?
I feel like my biggest problem right now would probably just be juggling everything. Like
from the orders to
from the orders, and then I just added glasses onto my site, so check out those.
Plug.
So it's just I guess
that.
juggling every client. There's like my business is picking up, like so it's like daily,
Keeping up with everything.
So it's like keeping up with everything, and then like also delivering that expected, like, okay, I got my work on time, we good, you know what I'm saying? So I don't. It's like trying to juggle
Not sacrificing
everything.
quality
Exactly.
There you go.
Quantity. Yeah, that's
There you go.
That's a tough one, man.
Yeah. There you go.
No, it's a tricky one because you're expected to do way more and more
Right.
and more and more and more, which is
Right.
great because
Right.
that's what you want. That's what you really
That's
want.
it.
And then with more, with I guess it just goes back to that phrase: with more power is more responsibility.
Right.
You have the power to be like, nah, I'm good with you. No, I'm good with
Right.
it. But really, you're like, no, I want
need
that.
that. I
want
want that.
Yeah.
That was the whole
like
point.
that's the
Yeah.
point of me doing this. So once you're in it, man, you're in it. And you're
Right.
like neck deep. You're
Right.
like, oh my gosh, But I'll tell you one thing: it's way better, and it's way more something to be proud of than being neck deep in bills, being neck
Right.
deep in stress, being
Right.
neck deep in unemployment,
Right.
being neck deep in everybody that's going through this hard time right now, this Corona thing.
Yeah.
Being neck deep in that.
Into that.
Yeah.
You're neck deep in good problems.
Right.
Great problem.
That's fact.
So that's something to be happy about.
Right.
And right there, that's something to
Right.
be
That's
proud
good
about, man.
stress.
You come from, you know what I mean? You come a long way,
Bless.
That's awesome, man. Like those are good problems to have, man.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
There's nothing better than that, man. You're growing. Those are good problems to have. Those are good growing pains.
Always look at the positive things. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be worse.
It could be worse.
Fair.
I
Could
couldn't
be
have
way-
it at all.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
So,
Me and Smith were having a hard time keeping up with things like that too. We were having a hard time juggling videos, music, and everything. And then we just kind of decided. We sat down and was like, "Listen, if we're gonna do something, let's focus on that one thing at a time. One
Right.
thing at a time. One
Right.
thing at a
And
time.
then complete it.
eventually, yeah, and then eventually we can
You
work
can
on.
do
Okay,
it.
we can do this, and then you know what? We'll finish that, and we have this going. Like
Right.
without a schedule, because I truthfully don't believe in a schedule ananymore, man. It's
Yeah.
hard to do a schedule
Yeah, it
with
is.
It
videos
is,
and
yeah.
things
It's
to do.
really hard to do a schedule. to stay on schedule.
It's
like,
hard, man.
Wait,
Like,
this.
like you can make a schedule for things like order delivery, this, that, great, yeah, it works for that. But like
Oh,
when you're
man.
trying to work with
Speaking
people,
of that, I didn't even order the pizza, but damn.
pizza. Oh, we do need pizza.
Dang.
Pizza?
Well, go ahead.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I need pizza.
It's all right. But you can always have a schedule with that kind of stuff. But like when it comes to like a life schedule, you never know, man.
Right.
You don't know what's gonna pop up. And not only that, like it's no excuse, but like you're running through things and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I need to get this done. I need to do this. And then and then it gets to the point where I'm like, dang, do I want to do this while I'm tired? Because then I'm not gonna feel like I'm fully into this. And then I'm like,
But isn't that like an excuse for yourself?
No.
I'll be like,
It
dang,
is.
like,
man.
No,
It
there's
is.
literally some times where I can pick up someone's hair and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make this wig, and it's like, no, I'm not,
I ain't gonna do
because
it.
I'm not fully aware. I'm not
Yeah.
into it.
If
So
you
it's like,
mess
I feel
up,
like
then
I'm
it's
gonna-
like,
right.
what am I doing? I'm not
gonna
doing
give
a service to them.
100%, Right.
I'm not
Okay.
doing a service to them. I like to put out good content.
Right.
And I like to put out things that I think that this is going to be enjoyable, and I
Right.
like this. But I'm also not opposed to putting out something that I'm like, oh, this was, I don't know,
Yeah.
like I don't know, this one may
Tired
not
of
be a
this
great
one.
one.
Yeah.
But it's not that it's like it's bad. It's just that it's like, oh, I know this wasn't my greatest, but you know
Right.
what? I'm gonna put it out there and see how
Yeah.
they respond and see how they
Sure.
like it.
Mhm,
Like
mhm,
for us, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I don't know if that's the same for you, like with styles or something different. Like if you come up with a different style, is it like that? Like you're like, oh, I don't know, man, but maybe they like this, and then like
Absolutely.
when it grabs, you're like, oh, sweet, yeah.
Let
heck
me
yeah.
tell you, the styles that I don't think about the most is the ones that they
Pop, yeah. So the ones you would never wear would be like.
the ones that I just overthink a lot.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I just overthink. It. I mean, it still goes good, but the ones that I just like, okay, let me just style of song.
It's almost like the easy ones that
Are the ones
that are like, why, dude? It's the same thing with music, though.
That's
you're like,
real.
You're like,
That's
I know you want this for life. This boy is everywhere now, bro. Shout out to Lil Yachty, bro. Lil Bo. This boy is everywhere now, bro. I love Lil Yachty. He's everywhere, bro.
Simplest things.
Come on, man.
Simplicity.
Come on, man.
Simplest things.
And then, you know what I mean? It's just so simple, dude. I don't want to go back to music.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
But yeah,
that's
that's small. That simple things that is right in front of your face. You know, like anything you solve a problem, like you gonna make $1 million off of. If you got something that'll solve somebody's problem, you know what I'm saying, or any world problem
givens,
and all that. So yeah, and it be simple. You be like,
Right.
dang, why didn't I think of that?
Why didn't I think of a
Why
back
did I
scratcher?
just skipped over that thought and just try to go deeper. It's like,
Dude,
Never-
my grandpa knew the guy who invented the hacky sack, man. He was a dude in Colorado. It's just a hippie guy, man, and invented the hacky sack.
I don't know what that is, y'all.
It's that game that you kick with.
It's
you
a
know,
little,
like a little
beanie bag where you just kick it
The old
around.
folks used to play
Yeah.
that at my family.
Okay, yeah.
That's crazy.
My grandpa knew the guy who invented those,
Oh, really?
and it patented it. Yeah, he got it patented, and then under his all of his stuff, and he was so rich, dude. He's buried. I think he's buried in Colorado, actually. But something as simple
What's
as
that?
that, dude. Like
A little
you're
bag.
kicking
Just
around a
simple
little
as
bag,
that.
dude. Like what? the heck,
Made
bro?
him made a million.
Oh my!
Right? That's
No,
so
like
crazy.
way
That's
more,
Way more than
way
that.
more than that, dude. Like that's like the patent for toothpaste, bro. It's like, come on,
Yeah.
dude. Hacky sack, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Get out of here, dude.
For life.
You come up with an invention like the toothpick, and you're done. You're made, dude.
Right.
You're
Yeah,
made.
isn't that crazy? though?
Right.
Oh, wow.
I was thinking that, like,
So
dude, a
simple.
back scratcher. How?
yeah.
Everybody needs a back scratcher. Who came up with that, bro? Oh my gosh,
Come on,
dude.
dog.
Boy was banking. He was like, "Come on, step on down. You got an itchy back? No more."
Yeah. And it got you thinking like, ooh, ain't nobody else got one.
Right.
Look at me. Look at
Like you guys, look at this. What is this guy doing over there? What is he? Is that
He
a
look
dance
cool.
now? No, you guys look stupid. I'm itching my back.
Yeah.
You guys over there rubbing your backs against trees, talking about some bare necessities. Get out of here.
That
Shout out to
was-
Jungle Book. I love that movie.
Crazy thing is, the back scratcher is what my grandmother used to whip me with. That is so
Red.
crazy.
Hey,
I've never used it to scratch my back.
you got whoopings with
Only
it.
got-
There you go.
Yeah.
Old
I've gotten to whoop 'em
fashioned
with a back
whooping.
scratcher
You know what I'm
before, too.
saying?
Yeah. I've gotten to whoop 'em.
Yeah.
It used to
Come
be
here.
right on the like.
Yeah. Like,
Oh,
wait,
man.
This is for the back.
And they be
Wow.
wooden.
Throws me
They
back.
wood. It was wooden, or why was it plastic?
Wooden.
It was
Yeah.
wooden. Yeah.
Wooden.
Black.
The plastic ones would just and they break. They wouldn't be
Yeah,
anything.
dog.
The wooden ones were the ones that had the
Get
little
you.
rollies on the end too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
the rolling.
Yeah, you know
are
about
you-
the rollies. Yeah.
Are you happy?
That's
Are
how
you
I watch
are you
this.
happy now that you used to get whoopings?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's all talk about that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I love that you brought that up, bro. Because I was thinking that, and I'm like, I'm not gonna bring it up.
Yeah.
Smooth brought it up. You heard him. Smooth brought that one up this time, guys.
Are you
can't call me
happy?
out.
Heck yeah. I think I'll be like somewhere way worse, or my attitude will be different or something,
Without
or think the world owes me something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
My point is like, you know, it's rather your parents are gonna do it, like, you know,
There you
give
go.
you that one butt whooping,
There you go.
or it's gonna be the dude sending you to jail, you're in prison, dude. Now
Somebody
you're in
got to
prison.
do it.
Or someone shoots you and now you're dead.
I'd rather somebody whoop me that love me.
Straight up,
Right.
dude.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like, no,
They ain't
I'm
gonna
saying,
kill me. You know what I'm saying? But
they'll whoop me.
they'll whoop me.
But you think they're gonna kill you in that moment, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That is not your friend
They
right
look
there.
at you, yeah. The look alone could kill. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah,
The look your
dog.
parents give you, or your guardian, just anybody that looks at you. Would you have that respect for them?
Right.
You never want them to look at you like that.
Never.
It's just so weird.
that look
It's
is just-
so weird.
That
It
look
kills
is just
you.
enough.
It could kill me right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, in my adult age, I could still get a look like that and be like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, but
It's
yeah,
intense.
I'm glad.
Yeah,
I
I'm
got a
glad.
lot of them too.
I agree with you
My
guys.
my
I'm
people
glad
don't
too.
think I did though. They
My-
don't
my-
they
my
don't think they
parents will say
whooped me
the
a lot.
Same exact thing. They'll be like, "Man, you never got a whooping."
What?
I'm like, well, how come I remember every single
Every
one of them?
one
Well,
of
you wanna know
them.
why? Because it worked. Sorry.
Yeah, it did
You're
work.
welcome, America. It works. Whoop your
works.
kids because it
Please.
works.
Stop sending them to
Don't
jail.
beat them. Don't beat beat them
Yeah.
down.
Hey, don't beat them.
No beat, yeah.
A whooping
Have
is
some
different
sense,
than a
man.
beating.
Yeah.
Come on, that's horrible. Yeah,
real.
we don't want that, man. We're not condoning.
Discipline, man.
Right.
Yeah, there's a
Discipline.
difference between discipline and taking it too far. We all know that.
Yep.
Anybody with a brain knows that, and if you don't have a brain, then obviously you deserve to be
Well,
in
there's
jail.
a lot of people that don't have brains.
Yeah. You can say that. You can
I
say
hate it, man. I hate it because we're filling we fill these jails up with people that don't deserve to be in jails.
Right.
People that are really just out here being humans. Like smoking a little weed or doing they got busted for one little dinky crime and they get sent away for their whole lives, dude.
Right.
Or they get sent away for like however many years, like 12 years, 10 years, and
Whole
it's like that's a
life.
whole life, bro.
Mhm.
I don't care who you are. That's your whole that's your life, bro.
Yeah, that's a
The
big
crazy
margin.
thing is
Oh my
they
gosh.
send them back out, and then just like it's supposed to be normal.
Yeah,
like you
like,
just
yeah.
done,
It
you
never-
done turned into an animal now.
At
like,
that point,
Yeah,
no,
you-
all they know is confinement. Yeah, all they
Right.
know is this box, like,
that's all I know.
let's make our jails look like, apartments or something, man.
Right.
Gosh, I'm not saying treat them like awesome, like give them cake. I'm
But
just
at least
saying
treat 'em
like
humans.
human
Exactly.
beings. Yeah, man. I'm not saying celebrate them, give them
Right.
cake on a birthday. No, I'm saying like freaking take
Not
care of these
animals.
people,
Right,
man. Like, they're,
right.
jeez.
Yeah, not an animal.
Maybe they
man.
wouldn't be stabbing each other so much in the freaking halls,
Sad.
dude.
Man, it's so much that we don't even know.
I don't even
about.
know.
Hey,
I
for
can't
real.
talk upon that
For
subject.
real.
I really can't. It's too much hate in that part of the part of the world.
Yeah.
But
But back to great news. What's some other stuff you want to talk about also, man?
I mean, in reality, man, I just wanted to talk about like I said, the things that are going on right now and everybody in their situation. I want to know where you guys stand and how you guys are, and if you guys are okay with everything. You know what I mean? Because right now is a good time to be linked with your friends and be linked up with people that you care about. And I care about you guys.
love is important
So-
right now.
Right.
Yeah, and it's a good thing to be safe right now because, like I said, with this Corona thing, you don't really know. We don't have all the information. Like a
Right.
lot of people think they know everything, but
Oh,
I think
man.
we
You really
know
don't.
nothing.
For real.
I think we don't know
Absolutely
anything.
nothing.
Stay rooted with
You know what I
yourself,
mean?
man.
So yeah, exactly. And in my beliefs, I believe in God. So you got to stay rooted with that. I think you got to stay
Mhm.
good, with yourself and right with God. And
Yes.
really
Yeah.
love we're talking
And
about
the
this.
family part is so important right now because it's sad to say it's like now even if your family member is in the hospital or they dying, they're by themselves.
You're not-
Like,
you're not
you
allowed to go
can't
see
have
them.
no family
Yeah,
with
you can't really-
Like,
That's
can
hard
you imagine
because-
how sad that is for them. Like
Yeah.
I don't have nobody here and I'm about to go home. You know what I'm saying? I'm about
Yeah.
to
Can't even
crazy.
last words, you know.
I think about that a lot because my parents are getting older and people are getting older around me,
Right.
and you
Oh,
start
yeah.
noticing things. You're like, oh my gosh, like
Right.
I am getting older,
right.
and what if something were to, like God forbid, but what if something were to
Right.
happen? Right now is the worst time for something to happen.
Right.
And I'm the one that's getting older. Like great, like,
Yeah.
dang
But
man.
one thing about it, that thing got no age.
It don't.
No, it sure doesn't.
Got no
It really
age.
doesn't. That's another thing we all need to be more open about. I don't think we're all open about this.
Mhm.
I talked to Jerky about this like a month ago, and I was like, listen, man. I was like, I'm not trying to be weird. I'm not trying to be like superstitious. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I think I'm gonna die soon. No,
Right.
I'm not. I'm not saying that. I'm being open about it because if you're not, then no one knows how to react.
Right.
Because
Right.
Right.
so like in a blink of an eye, I'm gone, or any one of you guys, anybody in this complex, they're gone,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
And so like your loved ones are there to left to choose with how they're supposed to deal with that.
Cope, yeah.
Oh my God.
Mhm.
Right.
Like I'm not there to help you through this because obviously
Right.
you're doing this without me.
Right.
You having to do this. That's tough, bro.
Right.
That is.
And like, could you imagine? Okay, like put it in your shoes, bro. Could you imagine like your parents, when some of your guardian, whoever you look up to, right? They're gone. They never talk to you about how they want to be buried, if they
Right.
want to be buried.
Right.
Now you're wondering. You're like, oh my God, do they want to be cremated or do they want to be buried or where do they want
The
to be? Like, oh my
scariest
goodness
thing is-
gracious.
The scariest thing is my grandmother has been my grandmother. I have been raised by my grandmother since I was 3. So she's been saying like, oh, I want to get cremated like every day, like just like a everyday random thing. And it's so crazy that you say that it may be uncomfortable for you not to talk about it, but
You
it's
need
so
to.
Yeah, you
uncomfortable
need to.
talk about it because it's like
It's necessary.
We need to make it
Oh my
comfortable.
God.
is what
We
you're
need
Just
to.
saying.
imagine
We need to
that,
normalize
yeah.
it
Normalize
because
it.
it is necessary.
yeah.
Because that is important. What she's doing and telling you is conditioning you. You know what I mean? It's telling you like, you know, not like saying like like I said, God forbid it's gone tomorrow, but
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, like this is happening. This is a beautiful thing. Kind of like, you know, it's dropping it on
Right.
you. You know what I'm saying? Like I would, you know,
Preparing you as well.
I
to-
agree.
you gotta respect it, man. You
Yeah.
gotta know, man, because one day it's gonna be you.
Right.
You know? And then
Right.
that's the real sad truth about
Right.
it. But
And-
you don't want it to be you early. God forbid.
Right.
Yeah, but the thing about it, I don't think we should always look at it as a negative thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
No
saying?
way.
Not at all. But because actually it is a beautiful thing because we all have to do it.
Right.
Yeah,
We all
we're
have
gonna
to
go
do
through
That's crazy because
You know what I'm saying?
nobody ever speaks on dying. in a
Yeah.
good way.
That's what I'm saying. They don't. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I might have to do this more.
She like it.
Yes. Okay. We are back.
We are back. Yeah.
No,
No,
you're
you good. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Do your thing. I'm just letting you. Alrighty.
We're back.
What's going on, Porch fam? We're just gonna tell them where we left off because it did get cut off. So we got cut off talking about a darker subject, death,
Yep.
and how you should be talking to your loved ones about these things and should be open about it, and it shouldn't be a taboo thing. It
Right.
shouldn't be something that we're so scared about. We can be scared
Scared.
about it. We can be sure, whatever.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. But we should also understand that it's a beautiful thing and know that when that time comes, it's gonna be a good thing. It's gonna be
Right.
a pretty thing.
It's a normal thing. So why can't we
Happens.
talk about it normally?
It's like
Right.
peeing and pooping, man. You do it
Yeah.
every day. It's gonna happen, but
Yeah.
you don't do it every day, and that's the reason why it's like, oh my gosh, you do it one time.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing that's
Yeah.
like, holy crap, you know,
Right.
one time. What if I do it wrong? No, there's no wrong way to
There's
go.
no yeah. I guess there is though.
There's a
Something, yeah.
crappy way, yeah.
Yeah,
There's
it's
a
about-
really
But
bad
when
way.
it's your turn, it's your turn.
It's your turn.
That's right.
Mhm.
Let's get off of that though. Let's move on to something different.
Okay.
So, let's move on to something more creative in the fact of like you're a businessman, right?
Mhm.
I'm a businessman.
Mhm.
Not 100%, but I am a businessman.
100%. We
are.
claiming it. We claiming it, boy. We claiming it, boy. We got too much stuff going on. We claiming it.
We're claiming it.
Oh,
So, for your best advice for somebody who is doing that, who is starting their own business, I asked her, what is your best advice and where you've taken yourself? Like, what can you say has helped you the most?
I truly want to just say, because lately, well, not lately, since we started from the beginning, since I was 8 all the way up to now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, people are going to stop you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not necessarily them trying to stop you. You know what I'm saying? So you must see through all that. It's hard. I can tell you it's hard. It's been times where I quit things I shouldn't have because of what somebody has told me. And I look back at it now like, if I would have just kept going,
Why did I let that?
why did I let that one thing stop me? And now that person is just not even, you know what I'm saying, doesn't even want
Not
nothing
even
for
involved
themselves.
in my life, or not
You know what I'm
even in
saying?
your life at all.
Don't take advice from people who don't love you, first and foremost. And if they do love you, see if that's them talking. You know what I'm saying?
real.
Like, because people talk to you because of what they went through or how they did something. But their way might not be your way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
There's no
everybody,
right way to do
you know what I'm
one
saying?
thing.
I might, like in class, I might throw that paper ball at you.
Yeah.
You throw it at me, you get caught. But you like, dang, he threw, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
catch 22.
It don't
man.
work for everybody.
No.
Just
you're
because
right.
I threw that ball don't mean you should have threw that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, you're right.
I also feel like another thing is I feel like it's important to know when someone is like people can tell you things because they know how far you can get, but they don't want you to get that far. You know what I'm saying? So
Hold
somebody
you back.
can tell me, don't do that. That's not gonna work, or this gonna happen, or you know what I'm saying. I might get scared, but they only telling me that because they don't want me to. You know
and
what
so
I'm
so
saying?
would you say that's like an insecurity part on their end?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about insecurity, like, and all that. Okay, so being insecure stops you from a lot of things.
Absolutely.
Holds you back from a lot of things. Hey, obviously we all have went through it.
Mm-hmm.
How has it stopped? How has it stopped you from going to the next level though? And when did you notice?
how do you
Like,
get over those?
I'm being
How do
real
you get over
insecure right now.
insecurities? Yeah, how do you get over insecurities? And how do
Yeah.
you even spot insecurities if you can spot them? Like if you can call it out, like, oh, I'm being insecure about that. I need to just shut up and get over
Right.
myself. How do you
Starts
do
in
that?
the mind first too.
Yeah, how do you get over that, dude? It's a good question.
It's a very hard thing to get over.
Yeah.
Somebody
That's
does,
such a good
is it like
question.
somebody else has it pointed out to you to be like, oh, maybe I am kind of.
Even if someone pointed out, some people may, it's if someone pointed out to them, it may, snap them back into reality. But even sometimes you still believe that. You know what I'm saying? Even if somebody tell me you insecure about that, you know what I'm
Do you
saying?
think we believe these
Still.
things because somebody planted that in your head, like that you are insecure about that? Like, oh, you should be insecure about this and not this, and that's why you think that way?
It's different. It's so many different reasons for my insecurities. It came from just my childhood. You know what I'm saying? It's like how I was raised up, no mother, no father. So it's like all these different things of like, was I not good for them? Maybe I'm not good for anybody else. You know?
Yeah.
So it's so many
No, I know
different
what you mean.
things where it's like
I get what you mean. That's a-
insecurities will eat you up.
Yeah, no
I
kidding.
mean,
Well, the thing is, it'll either do that or it'll make you bottle them up, and it'll
Right.
make you
Right.
explode.
One day you just
You
lash out.
freaking explode. That was
That's
my
the point.
problem. Is like
Yeah.
I had a hot head, and I would always bottle it up, and not deal with it, and not really get to the root of the problem, and just breathe. If I would have just breathed a lot of times, I could have saved myself from blowing up.
Right.
But I didn't. And there's times where like I said, I would just have it so bottled up that bottle would just freaking blow up. Yo.
Hey.
Oh my gosh, yo, you gotta
Hate
get
to
over
be
that,
there.
dude. But that's
what?
an ego thing, though. It's an ego thing too,
Right.
man. Because you think it's
Yeah.
like I shouldn't be bothered by this. I can't be bothered by this.
Right.
I don't have time for that. I
Right.
shouldn't be or you think like, man, I mean, I'm not good enough. Like, oh my god, like I
Right.
can't do that because I shouldn't be like, and then I
Right.
shouldn't be feeling like this.
Right.
And then all those things just come freaking pouring out, dude, like a freaking flood.
Feel like the world's against you.
My gosh, and that's when you feel like you're at your lowest because then it's
Mm.
like, because then you're like, what to do? What am I to do? Well, always me, you know. You're like in that headspace. I don't
And,
know.
and then you look back at it, you be like, dang, wasn't nothing wrong.
Right.
Just I was overthinking.
Your mind,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your mind, the
Like I
mind
said,
is a
yeah.
very powerful thing.
I
It's
would've just
very
breathed.
powerful
Yeah.
thing. So it just like you look back and you're like, I really was stressing about it. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah.
And just
But
just
in that
laughing.
time, it's just
It was
And a lot
dark.
of times you'll go back to being like, what was I even stressed out about, dude? Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, it was that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that?
Right.
Like, that's what I was. I wish I had that.
Yeah,
problem
like I
right
wish
now.
I would I wish I
Yeah,
would stress
right.
over that right now.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Man. Yeah, if something comes out like that again, I know how to deal with that. I
right.
got something
But see,
for
that's
it.
a good thing. You know what I'm saying? You go through that, and it's a way better side on the other. And you learn so much from dealing with insecurities. Like you learn
yeah.
so much about
Yeah, you do.
yourself.
They're
Once
threshold
you get out of that,
demons.
it's like the best feeling ever because you know what to do next time. Now that you think about
Yeah, you've made it through that
Right.
doorstep, man. It's a threshold
Good,
demon.
yeah.
You make
There
it
you
through
go.
that. It holds you back. There's something that's standing there that's like
Right.
telling you can't pass through this door.
Right.
This door is too hard for
Right.
you. You can't, big bad wolf. You can't
Kick
blow
that-
this. Yeah. When you kick that door down, you get through it, and guess what? You're at the house party, I guess. No, seriously, man. It's a good feeling once you finally get over your fears, your insecurities, things that you thought you never could accomplish
Right.
start becoming becoming the norm.
You finally see a light at a tunnel at the end of that tunnel.
It becomes normal to you, you know. You start realizing you're in a place where like somebody was telling me like, oh, I don't have any friends, like I don't know anybody. Like, well, like you put yourself out there, you start making the first phone call, or you start making the first text, you know, you start making the initiative. And then you start seeing like, damn, I got a whole bunch of friends now. Like,
Right.
holy crap! Like well, it's because I'm doing this. It's because I'm doing
Right.
that. Well, you know, you're just putting in an effort.
Right.
Yeah.
You're just
Real.
putting in an
That's it.
effort.
That's it.
The one thing that you haven't been doing.
Right.
So I don't know. It's cool.
It's cool. So talk about me and you talk on a private level at times. So talk about a book that
Yes.
You're making a book?
Yes, I'm currently writing a book right now. It's basically a about insecurities. It's about dealing with those things. It's a little bit about my childhood, how I got through some of the things that I got through. Definitely for people who is dealing with insecurities, fears, just your mind is taking over your soul, your heart. That's definitely, it's aiming for those type of people. But yeah, definitely it's so many different things that I'll be like the skills that I learned to teach myself to get over those moments. A little bit about depression, a little bit about everything. Like, so excited.
Yeah.
It's really everything in there is just like all honesty, nothing but the truth, the real.
Truth shall set you free.
Everything.
Does it feel good when you talk about like in the book when you talk about your childhood and things? Does it feel good to like express that? You know?
Absolutely.
Is it like therapy?
It's like a weight lifted.
Absolutely. Because of course I had to get over that before I started expressing it and telling people about it. But it seemed like every time I do write it, or like even if I tell somebody about it, it's just like another. It's just like, you know what I'm saying, just to feel
pressure
good
off your
that you're
chest.
like, and you don't even have to completely be over it. You just know how to handle the situation. I think
a lot of
that's
comedians
more
do that with their jokes. A lot of comedians will say, you know, like the Kevin Hart's thing, "Laugh at My Pain."
Yeah.
Like a lot of stuff was true, like with his dad and stuff
Right.
like that. It's like that's harsh, but he made it
see how
away.
you joke it
And
off?
you see how
You have to
successful
know
he's
how to-
become
Exactly.
because he's found a way to overcome it.
Exactly.
He's found a way to deal with that
Because
pressure.
it's always going to be, for me, I feel like it's always going to be, I didn't have a mother growing up. It's always going to be, I didn't have a father growing up. It's always going to be there for the rest of my life. But if I learn how to deal with that, then it's all good.
Is that gonna, like you're saying, you're gonna have to deal with that your whole life, right? But is that gonna be the reason why you're not gonna make it your whole life?
Absolutely not.
Hell no.
Right.
Hell no. That's not gonna be the reason why you don't make it. Get out of here.
So
That should be the reason why you make it.
yeah, for real.
Thank you.
So
That's a beautiful thing.
So that little girl or little boy going through that right now, like what would you say to him? Like,
I'm getting emotional.
yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
okay.
It's
No,
okay.
honestly, but just you have to stay strong first and foremost. It's a hard battle to fight. It's a really hard battle to fight. Most importantly, let it out. Paper, pen, scream it, yell it, cry, anything. Even if you go in the back, throw stuff. Like, just let it out. Like, go through that emotion, because you're gonna have to go through it, whether it's now or later. So I'd rather do it now, learn how to deal with it, and move forward. Like, you're gonna have to go through those emotions. So don't ever feel like, I ain't gonna cry about it today. I want to cry about it, but I ain't gonna cry about it. Let it out. Like, let it out.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
let all
real.
your emotions out. Let how you feel out. Don't be, like, afraid, or don't be ashamed of how you feel. That's how you feel. That's your emotion. So
That's
let
right.
it out. Like,
That's the one that
biggest
matters.
thing, right?
Right.
It's you. It's the one that matters.
Facts.
Your self-care is really important. You know, it's important for everybody. It's not just important for you, because people around you can notice it. And if you're a walking, negative bomb, everyone around you is going to be negative.
You just
you
feel
know?
it. You just walk by
It's
somebody.
just
and
good.
Feel the
Yeah, no,
energy.
it's just,
Yeah,
yeah,
for
man.
sure.
And for somebody else that may be going through the same situation you're going through, if you bring a light to that situation, they too can know, hey, I can be good like that too.
Right.
Like, I can be happy too.
Right.
Wait, I can be happy too. What? Don't show them that
possible.
you have to be sad all the time.
Right.
Show them that you can be happy all the time. You know what I mean?
Possible.
It's not always gonna be happy. It's not always gonna be cheerful.
Absolutely.
Gotta think high. Yeah, a lot of times we're just scared to think higher. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Higher than ourselves.
Higher than ourselves, or higher than what our parents did, or
Yeah,
higher
we don't give
than-
ourselves enough credit. That's for
Right.
sure.
Right.
We really don't. That's for sure. I noticed that in a lot of people too. They'll say, "Oh, I'm ugly," or they'll say, "Oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that."
You hear that a lot too.
Like, but what about all the good things you do every day?
Right.
Like, you talk in full sentences. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Right.
You guys think that okay? Yeah, like you can make fun of me all you want, but dude, we have full conversations with people. That's crazy.
Crazy, yeah.
Animals don't do that.
Right.
Like, they talk in their own animal language, but dude, you don't see a giraffe talking to an elephant.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, yeah.
No way, bro.
Amazing.
We're talking to everyone.
Right.
We're flying around the globe. We're doing crazy stuff every day. Look at this. This is a microphone. It's made by us. How the heck did people do that? This is amazing. It's amazing.
And that's what people have to realize. You have to take the positive out of the negative. Because if you keep your mind on the negative, then that's all you really gonna.
That's all you gonna get.
You are incredible, and you are a miracle, and it's incredible that you're still breathing and living, and your body is functioning. Right. That's another thing that's crazy to me.
Yeah,
your body
is functioning.
There's stuff in here that's working right now that's keeping me up.
Right. And you feel good. So you know how you be feeling when you get sick or something like, I don't want to feel like, but we like now that we're well right now, we don't think of like, thank God I ain't sick right now, cause
I try to remind myself every now and then. I'm like, just breathe in.
Yeah.
Because when you're sick, you cannot do that. Bro.
Yeah.
You're in your mouth just.
You got that headache. For real.
Hey, a fun fact. Did you guys know that us humans are the only mammals that actually breathe through their mouths just for
no reason?
No reason.
Wow.
We will breathe through our mouths. Animals don't do that. The animals only do that when they're either dying or they're they don't even really do that sometimes when they sprint, but they'll only do that when they're dying or when they're overexhausted. Like when they're over, like they don't have enough breath, they don't have enough carbon dioxide. So we are the only species that do that, unless like I said, like the other animals do that when they're dying. So think about that. Like we're so brain dead nowadays, or us as humans. If we were out in the wilderness, we couldn't do that. We couldn't breathe through our mouths like that. We'd have to be breathing that big air because we're out there hunting and doing things. But no, we don't do that because we're sitting down so much that we're not using these muscles. So fun fact that humans are almost evolving backwards.
We gotta stop taking the small things for granted.
But I would say 80% of Americans do that though.
Oh,
that's what I heard.
Oh,
that's what I heard. Yeah. It's like you hear mouth breathers all over the place, right? But that's like the norm, like. Everyone in Florida, like, I'm sorry, Florida, I love you, but everybody in construction in Florida, you'll see them big old dudes.
It's hot, boy. It be hot out there, man.
It's hot as heck out there, dude.
It's hot out there.
Dude, that's how it is, though. You see it every day. But we're the only people that do that. We're the only ones that do that. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. Fun fact of the day. Yeah.
Fun fact.
The only ones that do that, man. And I think it's because we're not using our brains the right way. We're not really using our circulatory system the right way.
How we know,
we're breathing? Because there's techniques, man. There's old techniques of breathing. There's old breathing techniques that you can do and things that you can study on that actually control. Like you ever seen that dude that goes underwater, like the freezing cold water? He can just sit there and just be good. He's fine. He can actually heat up the water with breathing techniques. He can heat up the water with breathing techniques. Like there was, dude. This is all on that on Duncan Trussell's podcast, the last one, bro. I was just listening about this, but I was just having a fun fact. But there's this dude that can literally heat up ice, like lay down in the snow and heat up the snow around him until it's evaporated with just his body heat, because he can do that. And I mean, it's not to say we can't do that, obviously, but we'd be out there like.
Because I can't stand the cold either.
But dude, there's
wearing
things you can do, man.
the clothing though. You know what I'm saying? I love that. But being in the cold,
best time
for fashion. Yeah.
But there's also the same dude can like make his hand colder too. Like he can, with breathing techniques, he can make his body heat like lower too. He can chill himself out. And like I think
because we're one with the earth. It's a lot we don't know we can do. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. We're not tapped in.
Isn't it weird how a chameleon can change the color of his skin? Like it's tapped in. You're tapped in with.
Bro, there's
what
jellyfish.
You need to do. You know
there's
what I'm
jellyfish that are like invisible, bro. Like legit invisible, bro. You can see through them, bro. Like it's like they're nothing, bro. Like how, bro? Like what? They've I don't know, man. It's incredible to me, dude. There's things like we haven't tapped into that I know we haven't tapped into. These are the questions that I like to ask, the burning questions.
Because it's so weird. Because think about like us growing up, they taught us that we need to learn certain things. What if we did something else?
What if we were doing something else? Like our senses.
Facts.
What if we learned, all of us learn how to use all of our muscles, like every muscle, every tendon in our body. What things could we move? Like some people can move their ears and nose, right?
It's possible.
Like we have a muscle in our nose that it can, close and open when we breathe and do things like that when we need it to, and we don't even know it does it. Like it just does it. Like when you said you get sick, right? If you're blowing your nose, there's nothing in there, nothing's coming out, but you're still can't. that's because that muscle in there is actually congesting it. It's making it to where you can't breathe. It's not that something's in there. It's making it to where you can't. So it's like, if we learn how to control all of those things, could we get rid of sickness faster?
Instead of those
Could we
extra classes that they gave us.
Yeah, that we
could
didn't
we feel
need,
could we feel heart
or
attacks
teach us
coming
about
on?
some money. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Why
something
we
that
ain't
we
learn
gonna
about
use.
that?
This
Why we
whole
ain't learn about
country,
that?
dude, this whole country is based around money and making your American dream and stuff, but they don't
Right.
want nobody to
Don't learn about it.
Right.
Don't
Don't
want you to learn about it.
Like,
That should have been the first thing we started learning about.
Thank you.
Incredible.
I get an economic class in the 12th grade at the last
Yeah.
semester. Y'all
Yeah.
lost y'all mind.
Get out of here, bro.
What y'all want me to go 12 years and learn math?
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
And
Dude,
all
I'm
that.
ready to be out of high school at that point, man. I'm ready
Right,
to be
I
done,
don't
bro.
want
For real.
I'm taking my extracurricular classes at that point. Like, I'm just getting it done.
OJT.
Yeah, legit. That was me. Man, I enjoyed this podcast a whole lot. I don't know if you wanted to end it on anything else, but I think that this was really a fun. I had a fun time.
Me too.
And I
did
know.
too.
I
I'm
know
definitely
you.
coming back.
Yeah, we'd love you to come
Yeah,
back,
we'd love
yo.
you to come back.
It was a great time because we like to go
And
talk about.
we
this
also
kind of
have
things.
more skits and more things that
yeah.
we're gonna need you in anyway. So like,
Yeah, be on the lookout for some skits, guys. We
Yeah,
got
we're
some
doing
more stuff.
skits.
Be on the lookout.
yeah.
Yeah. Dolly World,
Dolly World
plug
Collection.
yourself in. Give yourself a good plug in right now.
Dolly World Collection,
That's right.
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Dolly World Collection. We got it all. Well, we starting off with just wigs, hair, shades, fly shades. Check it out.
All right.
But a lot of new items coming to the site soon. So please stay tuned. Again, Dolly World
Do
Collection.
you have the site now, or is it
So it is
under
being
construction?
Currently, right now, I'm just waiting on a few things like logos.
When you get it up,
But,
we'll do another podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. So
definitely.
yeah, it's definitely. I'll say this weekend, it should be done.
Well, okay.
But yeah, still being constructed. But yeah, stay tuned. Dolly World Collection. We got so many different things that's coming in store for you guys. Okay.
That's so exciting. Dolly World Collection. Go check her out on Instagram and all of her social medias, everywhere that you can find her online store.
It's under
Right? Is
construction.
that's the one that's coming, the online
Yes.
store.
We'll keep
That
you
is under
informed.
construction and is coming soon. Dolly World.
Really soon.
Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of stuff. Link up, so we'll be in touch.
Thank you again, seriously, for coming through and talking about
Yes,
this.
thank you
Sure.
guys.
It's been a good
So-
conversation. I'm glad we got some
Yes.
stuff. Those
Love
questions
it.
I was asking you guys about the business thing, by the way, that was kind of for me a little bit.
Oh.
Because
There you
I'm
go.
trying to get into that myself. I'm trying to actually start something up here soon, and I don't want to talk about it on
I
live.
have
but
some books for you, buddy.
good,
Books for you.
good.
Study.
So yeah, I'll keep that up. I'll keep you guys posted. But thank you guys for your advice. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Seriously,
of course.
thanks for
So-
your time
Thank you.
again. And when you get that that website running, we'll do another podcast. We'll talk about how
Absolutely.
everything's going then, and then get some more topics out of the way because I
Hey.
like talking about this kind of stuff. It's good that we can do that.
Then maybe next time we can do I'll do like a giveaway.
So there you
Yeah,
go.
let's do it. Let's do
do
it.
a Porch
I'm
giveaway.
all with it. Let's do it.
Giveaway.
We're gonna
Yeah.
do a giveaway next time.
Definitely.
And also check out the new music video bag now out
Yeah,
now.
you can check
Now.
Dolly World. in
Featured,
it.
yeah, she's in there. She's in there, so
She is in there, and
It's funny too.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
for real.
we think you guys will like it, man. Thank you guys for supporting the Porch. Thank you guys for checking out the other videos. Thank you guys for checking out this video. This has been a Porch podcast.
Thank
Yeah,
y'all.
Thank
Deuces.
you.
Sign us out, Smooth.
All right, man. That's us, man. We gonna next time. We don't have a Patreon for this one. Like,
We are. I don't think we're gonna have a Patreon for this one. We might post something on our
let's
Patreon.
do Patreon next time. When
Yeah.
we do the giveaways and
Okay.
stuff.
Either that or we'll do one with me and you. And we'll just
Yeah.
be on Patreon.
Cause she has to get going.
She's got somewhere to
She
be.
has-
Busy woman.
Yeah,
Busy
we're
woman.
sorry we had to hold you up,
Yeah,
man.
we kind of had.
I
we
feel
had
bad,
to keep
but
her.
Alright, it
we
was
had
worth
to.
it. It was
Yeah,
worth it.
We had
Yeah.
to, man. That was too good of a conversation to end
Yeah.
early. Thank you again. Thank you so much. We won't keep you anymore. Have
All
a
right.
good day, guys.
Well, that's us. Hey, man, shout out to Dolly World. Shout out to everybody who loves us. Shout out to the Porch gang, the Porch family.
family.
Hey,
That's it.
turn it up. For real. And we out. For real.
That was awesome. That was good. I like
Thank you,
that.
seriously,
Good
for
job. That was awesome. We're going to the top.
Yeah, dude, we're killing it. We're killing it, dude. Fucking killing it, dude.
Porch.